Hi, this is Dr. Liz, psychologist at the CU Wellness Clinic in the Anschutz Health and Wellness Center, back for a Mindful Monday after a couple of weeks that we kind of needed to regroup a little bit and look forward to trying to open our center, trying to manage some of the difficult feelings that we're all having. Some of us are having some significant struggles, but we're all really dealing with this in different ways. What it's like to be quarantined, what it's like to try to reintegrate back into what we think life could be. A lot of really intense and big emotions are going on around us. So maybe you're feeling some difficult emotions as well. And part of what we do in our mindfulness practice is pretty counterintuitive to what we typically do, since we try to avoid things that are painful or hurtful most of the time, including difficult feelings. Then they build up, and then we get tense, we get anxious, we might overeat. We might not take care of ourselves quite as well. We might lash out at people that we care about. So in mindfulness, we try to approach difficult emotions, and that is not always the easiest thing. So today I thought I would give you a short meditation exercise on how to notice what's filling your bucket or filling your cup, the kind of feelings that you're having that might be pretty difficult. And then the next step that we do is naming the feelings to tame them. So that's another kind of key part of mindfulness is when we're able to put a label and a name to what we're feeling, it gives us a little bit of distance from it while still learning to accept it and notice it and sit with it instead of trying to push it away. A lot of times it's the way that we relate to the feelings instead of the feeling itself that creates so much stress for us. So I'm going to invite you just to close your eyes for the time being, and then just drop into your body, drop into your breath. Just do a brief scan if there's any tension, any difficult feelings that might be sitting someplace in your body. Maybe they're in your stomach or your chest, your shoulders. Just begin to notice what's happening in your body and just notice the breath for a moment or two. Breathing in and exhaling out. I'll invite you to keep your eyes closed, or you can open them, whatever feels comfortable for you. But see if you can feel something that might feel a little difficult. Maybe there's a situation that's been feeling difficult for you. And imagine that your body is like a bucket and that there are different emotions that fill that bucket. And begin to notice maybe which feeling might be the fullest, which one is taking up the most volume or space in your bucket right now. Is it fear? Is it sadness, loneliness, worry, anger, love? Try to focus on the things that are difficult, that are more of a struggle right now. And maybe name each of those difficult feelings if you can. Put a name to them. And now begin to notice which one seems to be filling up that bucket the most. Which one is the strongest? Just choose one. And then say the name of that emotion in a very understanding voice, like you are sympathizing with what a friend of yours is feeling. Oh, that's sadness, that's embarrassment. That's a difficult feeling, to be sad, to be embarrassed, to be lonely. And now just notice where it is in your body. Notice where that feeling is. Is it in the back of your neck, your chest, face, your head, your shoulders? And the next part, which is the final step, is to soften that feeling and to soothe it and to allow it just to be. Soften around that area where you feel that sensation in your body. Notice where that feeling is. Notice where there's tension. Imagine you're taking like a warm washcloth or a warm pack and putting it on that area where there might be some discomfort. Just imagine the muscles softening in that area. Notice what it's like to loosen the grip around this feeling. And now try saying some soothing words to yourself, just because you've been struggling with this strong emotion in this way. You're just feeling these feelings. It isn't that awful. We can sit with it, just feel it. And maybe put your hand over your heart or do some of the other self-soothing that we did in some of the earlier exercises. Find that soothing touch and say, this is really hard. I'm not the only person who's ever felt this right now. Just think of some kind words to give yourself some soothing and just allowing these strong feelings and sensations to just be, making room for them, going back to your breath if they get a little too intense for you, always going back to the breath, and maybe even letting go of the wish for this uncomfortable feeling to go away, just to sit with the discomfort for a moment, and perhaps saying these words without any expectation to soften, soothe, and allow. And now gently bring yourself back to the moment. Open your eyes if you haven't opened them already. And this is a quick practice that you can do anytime that you're feeling something difficult. There's a longer practice of this that's developed by Kristin Neff, who's the creator of the Mindful Self-Compassion program. And I'm going to put a link to it in this video in the comments, perhaps. I'm sure our marketing people will put it someplace that you can find it easily. But it's Kristin Neff and her Soften, Soothe, Allow. It's a 15-minute practice, which I'll encourage you all to explore if you're having some difficult feelings and need to learn how to manage them. I wish you all well. I'll see you soon. Take care.